I just watched It Follows. It came out in 2014, and then so now I got another in case you missed it for y'all. So I ain't see it from the beginning. So I'm gonna just say from what I saw. So I saw it. It's like a horror movie. Came out 2014. It's a horror suspense drama. It's kind of like demonic, I guess. So all right. I came in that it was on Showtime, so I came in. It was the girl Jay, she was the main character. It was a dude named Hugh. The nigga ended up being Jeff Redmond or something like that later. So they do it. So I'm guessing from them doing it, he passed on this demon thing, whatever to her. So they in this car parking lot garage place, and this naked bitch just he tied her up to like a wheelchair or some shit too. This naked chick just come out walking. He saw her walking from down the stairs. So I'm like, all right, this shit crazy. So she came up to him and he was like, all right, this thing will kill you, so don't let it kill you, because if it kills you, it'll kill me because we fucked. And he drove her back to her house, and then her sister Kelly and a friend and another nigga named Paul, that was like the friend that was always there but didn't get to shine. And so they came back home, and then she told him not to tell her mom. So the thing been following her, and if I'm trying not to skip anything, 'cause I just saw it, but it threw a rock or something at her window. She told Paul, her other dude, to stay over and sleep in her house. So if any creepy shit happened, he'd get her. So it knocked down like a window, and then she came and he went to another room, and she came out as a half naked bitch just pissing on the floor, just walking up to her. So then she got little from her. Then she went upstairs, went to her room, and her sister and her other girlfriend was outside. No, it's Paul and Kelly, and then she let them in, and then she started talking to them. She was scared. Then she opened the door again, and a big, tall, white motherfucker with no eyeballs, had his eyes gouged out, came through the room, and they can't see these people. So then she just got little. She ran out, and then she was trying to figure out what to do. She drove around. She's riding around a lot. And then there's a dude Greg she went to school with. I think she was in college now, so they used to be cool. I think they had already fucked once in high school or something like that. So then Greg was like, all right, I'm gonna take you to my cabin or some shit. If I don't think if I'm saying it right. Oh, also, no, before they did that, they was at school. It was an old lady in like a hospital gown, just walking towards I like how the director showed you where the motherfucker, the it was, because you would see it in the different scenes. You would just see a motherfucker walking straight. Any motherfucker that was walking straight, all like, ooh, it was ooh. So then you saw the old lady coming by, so I was like, oh shit. And then she came all the way into the school and got about like 8 feet away from her, and then she was like, hey, hello. And then two other girls in the hallway answered to her. She was like, oh shit. So I was like, I guess I can't see that motherfucker. So then she got little. And then she went with Greg and them to their beach house or something. And then I also like when they was going to leave from the beach house, going to the beach house from school, it was a bitch walking straight towards them from the whole time. I love the director did that, and I love the soundtrack. It had like an old 80s, 70s, 80s Knight Rider sort of like synthesizer, electronic sort of beat shit. I fucked with it though. I liked it. So then they go to the beach house, and then you see a girl walking up behind them. They all sitting next to the beach and shit, and the friend is in the water. Paul and Kelly are on just sitting down, and Greg is somewhere else, and he taught her how to shoot a gun up there too, and they was just shooting the shit. Then the bitch comes up, you just see her walking in the background. I was like, oh shit, nobody see her? No, so then she picked her up by her hair, and then my motherfucker Paul hit her with a chair, and then threw her, and then he got thrown. So then they ran into a beach house. I mean, not a beach house, but like a garage. And then it was banging on the door. So kicked the door open, and then a little motherfucker tried to crawl in through the shit. She kept trying to shoot it. It was a girl. She actually shot her in the neck. I didn't think the thing was shootable. So she shot it, and then she got in the whip. She stole Greg's whip, and then went to the hospital, and then fucked up her arm because she hit some trees, some corn, because the nigga was backing out, and she just, I don't know why she just didn't break or just go, I don't know. Feel like she didn't have to hit the shit. But then she woke up in the hospital, and then she heard footsteps, and it was a nurse. She thought she was about to get off, and all her friends and shit was in there. Then her and Greg decided to fuck because Greg was like, I don't believe it's real anyway. So then she fucks on Greg, and then Greg goes out of his way, and then he's like, hey, ain't shit following me. So they've been kicking it. He been going to school and all that shit. So then the next couple days, been 3 or 4 days, she see Greg she see a nigga that looked like Greg breaking into Greg's house, like he bang on the door and throw a rock in it. So that's the same shit they did to you. I was like, ah, me watching it on my TV. I was like, oh shit, you about to get done. So then he flips into the window and she's watching the whole, I'm like, chick, you know that just happened to you and you just know you did it. Go help dude. So then she run inside, she flip over, she got a broken right arm. It's kind of broken. I don't even think it was really broken. So then she came in and she flipped in and then she went up the stairs and it was his mom, but like they turned into people like people you know. And she was naked. She had the cleavage, titty was out, and she was just banging on the door. And then she looked at Jay. She looked at her dog, and she just was like, and it just looked back while she was still knocking. And then he was like, "What the fuck, mom?" And then she just leaped on him, and then they like started fucking or something. And she like sucked the life out of him. It was some body fluids, and I don't know. Then she ran outside. Then Jay ran back outside after he got mutilated. And then Greg, the thing was walking out as Greg body. I was like, "Ooh, straight G." Then she drove off, and then she started talking to Paul and them, and then they tried to figure out how to go kill it. And then they got a plan to go to a swimming pool and put a whole bunch of electrical shit around the swimming pool. So if the thing, I think they were going to electrocute the thing. I don't know. It was just, I didn't really understand how that plan was working anyway. And they still had the gun. They still had a little revolver. So then they wait and they wait and they wait. And then Jay says she sees the thing, but they don't see it. We don't get to see the thing this time. We're seeing it like as the other people not seeing shit. So she's describing and pointing at. And apparently it was her dad. It took the shape of her dad. I don't know. I saw it on Wiki. I probably wasn't paying too much attention to that. So then he get to throwing TVs and ironing boards and fucking typewriters, all the shit they had plugged up to electrocute him. He's tossing that shit at her in the pool. And she's trying to tell Paul where to shoot this motherfucker. So he shot and he missed a couple times. He shot one of the friends in her like leg. And then he shot it in the neck. And then it fell into he shot it in the head. They threw a blanket over this so where it was at, and then he fell into the pool. Then he grabbed Jay by the ankle, almost pulled her fucking leg off. Then he shot it again, just free firing. And then they was like, "Is it gone?" And the whole pool had blood in it. So I was like, I guess it died. She didn't. It was all right. So then the next thing, Paul and Jay, they finally fucking because he's the friend that's always been there. Like, you should have let me fuck. And then they fuck, and then after that, you think it's all cool. They ain't seen the shit. Ain't nobody fucking with them. It's cool. It's on the up and up. They get to walking down the street holding hands, and it's just playing that synthesizer, old school. I loved the soundtrack. That shit, I loved it. Then they got to playing the shit, and it turned around as some motherfucker in a jacket, in a white shirt and a black jacket with a red trim on it with black pants. That nigga was not behind them before the way they cut the scene. You know, he just popped up. So I was like, whoa, So I was like, yo, it was, and then it went off. So I'm excited for the sequel because I'm like, well, at least y'all can both see the thing now because y'all fucked on each other. But that was It Follows. In case you missed it, so comment, like, subscribe, talk about It Follows if you saw it, if you thought it was cool. I thought it was nice too. I'm gonna give it like I ain't really gonna review it because it came out 2 years ago, but I'm gonna give it like definitely a 7.5 out of 10. I liked it. So peace.